Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so happy that you are here. My name is Steen, and I am in West Columbia, South Carolina, and I am part of a team of ladies who have decided to spoil some of their very close friends and hopefully some family members that we want to introduce to some doTERRA amazing products. And I'm just going to try to take not too much of your time. I've got so much I want to cover with you, but I'm so glad that you have decided to join us on this journey this week, and I hope you learn a lot. I want to start with talking about eating right. As you've noticed in one of the other posts, we posted this wellness pyramid, which is really the foundation of our doTERRA lifestyle. Yes, it is all about oils, but it's about so much more. And so what I'm trying to talk about today is the first level of that pyramid, which is eating right. When I first started with the oils, I was in very terrible shape physically, and was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and had just many illnesses and issues, and had been on many medications, 15 total on a daily basis. And when I first started, I think, oh, these oils are amazing. They're just changing my life. But as I progressed, I've been using doTERRA products for about 6 years now. And as I progressed, I learned that it's so much more about a lifestyle than just supplementing our bodies with these oils, which are truly amazing. But we need to understand that our bodies want to be healing itself. That's how they were designed. And so the oils can help supplement and help our bodies in aiding it to heal itself, but we really need to start with treating our body the way we need to. And so we're going to cover a lot of that this week, and I'm going to kind of focus on my journey a little bit with eating and changing how your life and what you put into your body. I really grew up in a generation where you really felt like all your food was safe. You knew that you shouldn't eat too much sugar or too many other things, but you didn't realize how many harmful chemicals. And it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. So the first step that I want to ask for you is, what are you eating on a regular basis? What are you putting into your body? Is it whole foods? Is it items that are in a box or in a bag or in some kind of prepackaged container? Several years ago, I tried, I don't even want to call it a diet because it's a lifestyle change, but something called Whole30, and some of you might be familiar with it. But it basically, people looked at it as, oh, well, you're restricting, because it's basically no dairy, no sugar, no alcohol, no grains, and no beans and legumes for 30 days. And you kind of detox and reset your body. And basically it was a lot of work because it was getting fresh fruits and vegetables and grass-fed beef, good quality farm fresh eggs on a regular basis. And for 30 days, it's doable for anybody. If I can do it, who was one of the world's worst eaters, anybody can do it. And I've done it multiple times. And now that it's become a lifestyle, I've learned what my body can tolerate and what my body can't. So if you're not in a place, or if it's too time consuming to do something as drastic as, say, something like Whole30, I would say start somewhere. Probably the best thing is sugar. Sugar actually feeds the bad cells in our body, and we really want to take out sugar and process things in our diet. It's just so harmful to us, and we don't even realize how poorly we're really feeling until we get rid of it. One of the things that we joked in my family was, when I would come off of sugar and then I would go back on it for any reason, whether it was holidays or vacation or something, literally my attitude would change, and I would be more short-tempered with my family members and stuff, whether I was detoxing or mostly when I reintroduced sugar to my diet. And I used to joke and say, man, sugar just makes me mean. And my family, especially my husband, would say, boy, I'm glad I'm not sensitive like that. And I said, well, you don't really know, because you've never given your body a break from what you're putting into it on a regular basis. So I would encourage you to maybe start there. I would also stay away from a lot of these artificial sugars. Stevia is very natural. It might be one that you might want to try. And there's a blend called Sweet Drops that is a good stevia. You also kind of want to try to stay away from some of the store-bought things. It needs to say stevia. I'd say also when it comes to nutrition and eating healthy, we need to be able to read our labels. So if you're reading a label on a food and you can't determine what those products in, is it really something that your body wants to eat? So, and it's definitely not going to give your body the nutrition that it needs. So I would just encourage you with all of that. Think about eating real foods on a regular basis. Things, all colors of the rainbow, and you will actually change your taste buds. When I first started Whole30, one of the things that we discussed was I read the book, and someone was like, well, I can't eat strawberries without sugar and whipped cream on it. I mean, how that would taste terrible. Well, your taste buds change, and now if I were to eat a regular piece of candy, it's terrible. It's terrible. And I would eat candy all the time. I was a hot chocoholic. So it's doable, and you do what you think your body can handle and what your schedule can handle, because it can be time consuming, but don't use this as an excuse. Don't use that as a crutch, because you will be amazed at how your body changes and how you feel. And now I can eat a strawberry or a plain sweet potato and it tastes like candy to me. So I just want to encourage you to just try it, even if it's just for a week or two, to eliminate some of these. You kind of need a good week to kind of detox some of these things out of your body, and then your body starts changing and starts feeling better. And with all that being said, I also want to bring up that there's so many things that our food the nutrients are depleted in the soil, so our food does not give us what we need on a regular basis. And one of the reasons why we have to supplement. And just to back up one step too, I will post on here, I don't know if any of you are familiar with the EWG, but it's a great website to look. And there's the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen. And the Clean 15 are basically foods that are growing, and they do not need to use as many pesticides on those foods. And so if you can't afford to get all organic, then stick with the Clean 15. And then the Dirty Dozen are the ones that you really want to not eat unless you're eating organic, because you're just you're filling your body with the chemicals that have been placed on that. Also look into, and I'm not going to get my little soapbox about it, but any wheat products that have added glyphosate. You can find it all over the internet. You can find it on the EWG website. It's just ridden with chemicals. And in a lot of our protocols and a lot of healthy eating, they encourage us to eat a lot of oatmeal, but you just need to be careful, because right now in our society, especially in the United States, glyphosate is running rampant, and it's just very, very harmful and can cause cancer. So just know what you're eating and where you're getting it from. And then I'm going to go into what we posted earlier, which is our guideline for this week. So if you see this is what I'm going to be talking about some this morning, and then as we go throughout this week, you will see all the different ways that we're going to use this. And so I'm just going to pick a couple of the things that we're supposed to be doing on a daily basis. To start with, I'm going to talk about our Lifelong Vitality Pack. You might have gotten it in a little packet like this. You might have gotten it in individual containers or baggies, but this is our, believe it or not, doTERRA's #1 product. And if you can see it, when it comes to you, it comes in a box like this, and it is 3 bottles, and I'm just going to briefly describe a little bit about what's in these products and why they have changed my life. So we will start with the Microplex VMZ. So I will also be posting more information about all of these in other posts throughout the day today. But the Microplex VMC is our food nutrient complex. So it is actually giving us 22 essential vitamins and minerals our bodies need. One of the wonderful things about it is it's made from whole food. So I'm going to read to you the proprietary whole food blend ingredients that are in this. And this is the ingredients, okay? So it's kale, dandelion leaf, parsley, kelp, the stem and the leaf powder, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and then cabbage, and spinach. And then it also has some enzymes. So what's amazing about this is that it's made from whole food, and our body recognizes it and gives us the nutrition that we need from this. Because I don't know about you, and I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables each day, but I don't get all these. I certainly am not eating dandelion root on a regular basis, or much kelp. And I probably don't eat Brussels sprouts every day either. So I would say that this is a way of getting some of the things that we're not going to get. And even if we were to eat all these all day long, we don't get it in the quantities that we need, and we don't have, our food is just not getting the nutrients the way we grow it nowadays. Our soil is so depleted of the nutrition that it had years and years ago because of all the pollution and all the toxins that are allowed in our water and in our soil and in our air. So again, please feel free to read the posts that I'm going to post throughout the day today. And that goes into great detail about your vitamins and about the Lifelong Vitality Pack. One of the things that I wanted to mention too is the supplements that we have here are actually designed, and doTERRA was just so smart in doing this, they are designed for our typical American diet. They know that we stay on the run. They know that we're busy running to baseball games and softball games and soccer and so many other things, and we're running through drive-thrus, and we might try to pick up something healthy when we can, but it is designed for an American diet. So if you were a doTERRA customer and you lived in Canada, or you lived in Australia, or even China, the supplements that you would get would be reformulated totally differently because it's designed for your diet in your country. And I just think that's amazing. Secondly, we're going to talk about the E-Omega. And this is our omegas. So I want to start by saying that this is one of the best fish oil supplements that I have ever taken. And it's a combination of fish and flax. And it has all the EPA and DHA, ALA, GLA, so many different things that are so good that our body needs. The wonderful thing is it has been deodorized so that you're not going to burp. If you've ever taken fish oil or krill oil or anything like that before and you're burping it up and it's just nasty and disgusting, that's not the case here. And so that's fabulous that doTERRA has deodorized the fish oil. The one unique thing about it is that this also contains essential oils. So we have 9 essential oils in this, and occasionally if you are to burp up anything, that's what you're going to burp up. You're going to burp up some of the essential oils. So you might, these are the oils that are included. Clove, frankincense, thyme, cumin, wild orange, peppermint, ginger root, caraway, and German chamomile. So these are strong antioxidants that our bodies can use on a regular basis, and it actually helps our bodies absorb the nutrition that we're getting from the vitamins even better. So sometimes I might burp and it might taste like orange, so it's not so bad. However, if that bothers you, grab you some MCT oil and that will help keep that from happening. And I think over time that happens less and less, and then of course if you take it with food, that happens even less. But if that's an issue for you, I just wanted to give you a heads up that just a little bit of MCT oil, whether you take the caps or you take MCT oil at a spoonful, that is just medium chain triglyceride coconut oil, which is really good for our body. It's a good healthy fat, so it's something that we need anyway. I would highly recommend you do that. And then thirdly, this is one of the most unique blends on the market. It is called Alpha CRS Plus, and it is our Cellular Vitality blend. And it contains so many wonderful ingredients, some of which I probably won't be able to pronounce, so I might skip over those a little bit. But it does have Boswellia serrata gum resin, which is frankincense. And then it has succolatera root, milk thistle, and then green tea and pomegranate, pineapple, turmeric, grapeseed, sesame seed, pine bark. And then it has a cellular energy blend. So it has alcetyl L-carnitine, alpha lipic acid, CoQ10, quercetin, and ginkgo biloba. So there's so many good things in this. And what this actually does is it goes to your cells and it makes your cells healthy and stronger so that your cells can actually then fight off the unhealthy cells, which are the ones in your body that cause disease. And then the best thing is I was one that could never take supplements on a regular basis because they would always upset my stomach. I had terrible acid reflux, which has disappeared now between the supplements and the doTERRA digestive products. But it has what they call a tummy tamer blend in each of the products, and that is consistent of peppermint, ginger, and caraway seed. And all that does is help your body not get an upset stomach. And since it's made from whole foods, it really doesn't cause too much of a problem with that anyway. But I just wanted to let you know, and I will show you that the VMC and the Alpha CRS, which you can obviously see, is your daily dose is 4 caps a day. However, we gave you a half a dose because, as Heather said in her other video, it can kind of detox your body, so we wanted to slowly introduce it to you. So whether you take the 2 pills of each first thing in the morning when you have breakfast, or if you want to take 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon or evening, then that's totally fine. Whatever you can do, because when it comes to the supplements, consistency is the key. You're going to notice a difference after probably this week. Might not notice a difference after the first or second dose. You do, however, get energy. It's natural energy. There's no stimulants or anything in the supplements. It's almost like the energy you would get from juicing. It's what you're getting from the actual nutrition from the food that's in it. And what I'll say is that it actually, your body gets the energy from it, but I have noticed that some people can have an effect if they take it right before bed where it'll keep them awake and they won't be able to sleep as well. So if you're the type of person who has an issue with that, then I would recommend that you take them in the morning or no later than 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So that is our supplements. I will just give a brief story. I'd mentioned earlier that I was taking 15 prescriptions a day. I had started using the oil and I was able, or the oils, different ones for different things, and I was able to come off of several. However, with the fibromyalgia and the chronic fatigue, I still was not quite functioning like a normal person. I spent most of my days in the bed and had seen several specialists that had put me, of course, on more meds and helped manage the pain. But then the more I researched the damage that those meds were doing to my body, I said, you know what? I said, let me do something about this. So in the beginning, I started to just take a half a dose with these supplements. And then I challenged myself, and I had some friends challenge me and say, why don't you try upping it to the full dose of 4 pills a day? I'm the type of person that hates to take pills too, guys. I can still only take 1 at a time. And what I've learned is my little trick is that if you take it with your food, not after you've eaten, but after you take a bite and you swallow a bite of food and then you pop a pill in your mouth and you swallow a pill, it goes down so much easier. Another trick is to put your chin down to your chest as you swallow, because the pills float to the back of your throat and go down, rather than what we'd have a tendency to do, which is lift our chest up and lift our chin up. And then it's best to do with water, and it's best not to do with ice cold water, because ice cold water will restrict or constrict our throat and then make it tighter and less easier to swallow. But like myself and many of my team members, we have overcome our fear of taking pills, because what it has done is it has helped me go from 15 prescriptions a day down to 2. Now, number one, it's given me the money to afford so many other things on the supplement line. But the best thing is I function like a normal person, or even better than a normal person, because I don't deal with the aches and pains that I dealt with on a regular basis. I can go like we do in our lives today and not feel like I'm going to have to crash. And again, that's from having and maintaining a good diet and adding the supplements. You're going to watch some videos later on, and I'm going to post about our Terrazyme, which is our natural enzyme. This, again, you have 2 or 3 pills. You can take even up to 3 of these with each meal, but I think what we did is we gave you 1 or 2 to try throughout the day just to gently introduce it to your system. I will tell you, when you do take a Terrazyme, if you eat something highly processed, you might want to have a bathroom close by, because what it is doing, it's taking the nutrients out of the food and helping your body digest it quicker and get it to your where your body needs it. So if you eat something like Pizza Hut Meat Lovers Pizza, it's not going to recognize much of that as nutrients, and so it might flush it right out of your system pretty quickly. At least that was my personal experience of one of the first times I do it. Of course, I don't eat anything like that anymore, but for the days that you have something like that. And then I just briefly, don't want to take up too much of your time, want to talk to you about the PB Assist. So this is the really cool, unique product that doTERRA has made that is our probiotic. And of course you have some so you can see how amazing this looks. So this is a pre and probiotic, but it is double encapsulated, and it is designed so that the green capsule can resist the stomach acids and go right to your intestines and give you the good bacteria and the good flora and healthy things that you need in your gut. And I think as we go throughout the week, we're going to talk more and more about having a healthy gut and how getting rid of toxins in our life is so, so important. But I will say this, it is a very strong, very excellent probiotic, but it's also gentle on your system. So unless your gut is in severely bad shape, and mine really was, and I had no side effects whatsoever, this is definitely not going to give you any trouble. And I think that later on this week, we'll also talk a little bit about our gut health is really so connected with our brain. And I'm reading so many books. Not only does it affect our mental health, and we have such a crisis of depression and anxiety in our society, and it keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and it's because our guts are in such bad shape. So anything that we can do on a regular basis to reduce the toxins and the environment in our gut that's so unhealthy, anything we can do to help build up that good bacteria and get our gut in a better state is going to be better for our body overall. So thank you so much. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Enjoy your day today, and I hope you learned so much this week. Thanks for joining us.